I said I'd introduce you to the notion of the career detective. Who is the career detective? The diary of the career detective starts with a murder. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I had a weeping victim in my office. It's not fair, she said. I was performing, I was Employee of the Year. I was nominated for Ernst & Young, and I got canned. A weeping victim. Clearly a crime had been done, and this poor woman had been the victim of some terrible conspiracy in our company. So my job was to help find out what happened and get it back on the road. I'm a career detective. I looked at the forensics. I said, we have some tests I'd like you to do. I'd like you to find out what your best skills are, what motivates you, and so forth. So we ran some tests. Interesting. I said, we need some witness statements. She said, what do you mean? Well, if we want to get you placed, I want to understand where you'll be best positioned. You need to talk to people out there who can advise you. You need to find out what's happening in the industry that you're interested in. Oh, she says, I understand. I could talk to one of my old colleagues. That is good. I asked, what do you know about? What's your knowledge base? What's your expertise? This is a problem in which you actually trumped me a couple of moments ago, because you talked about intuition and logic. We actually talked about intuition, because one of the first things that I asked you, and you said this exercise was about intuition. You need intuition in this process. If you're a career detective, and I go to John and I say, John, are there any jobs out there? Do you know of any jobs, John? Yeah. No. He is lying. He knows. I need to be persistent like a detective, because like a detective, I'm asking the wrong question. John, do you know of any businesses out there that tend to do better in recession?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is now starting to open up. Shortly I will use the 3rd degree on him. Have I got that sphere there? I can just go put his head in it, you know. You need a network. We've talked about that. You need persistence. John, I will not let you go. I have chained your leg to the desk until you tell me the names of people who are hiring. This is the notion of career detective. Because when I was trying to put these ideas together, I wanted something that everybody could relate to. Because I wanted to convince people that within you, you have the techniques and the skills to do this. So I asked myself the question, what do people look at on the television? What programs do they follow? 2 major types of programs. One is soap operas, and I'm not into soap operas. I can't handle soap operas. But the other was detective stories, because I went into bookshops, and there were detective novels everywhere. So I said, if you could understand how CSI works, or Sherlock Holmes, or Lord Peter Wimsey works, then you have access to this skill set. Because the line I was looking for came, I think, from Raymond Chandler, and it came from a lot of American gumshoe movies. The more he talked, the more I realized that he was hiding something. The more they said there were no jobs out there, I realized there was a conspiracy to hide the job from me. So I asked myself the question, what messages were I sending out that they didn't want to hear? This is the mindset of a job detective.